Good morning and welcome back to my YouTube channel. It is Monday the 10th of December and this marks week number 1 of Road to Recovery to recover my lung function. If you've been following me on Instagram, I will put my tag up just there. You will notice that my lung function has dropped by 20% for some unknown reason, but I am on a mission to recover it and I'm going to be sharing my journey with you in the hope that it will help you as well, but also inspire you to go out there and push yourselves to exceed and excel your capabilities to show what you're truly made of. So it is around 7 AM. I am now going to go and do my first session of the day, which I will admit I am forcing myself out there because it feels about 3 AM because it is so dark and it is so cold. But all excuses need to be left at the front door because it is now or never. I'll also be sharing with you all the nutrition and all the food that I'll be eating because I am going to be taking my training up a level, which means I'm going to be having to look deeper into what I'm eating and also eat more because, as you know, with cystic fibrosis, you have to eat as a minimum of 3,000 calories a day simply to maintain, and there is a huge connection between weight loss and lung function loss, and I am still sitting a bit lighter than I should be post all the challenges I've done this year. So I'm on an eating mission, a lung function mission and a fitness mission because I am determined to become fitter, faster and stronger to prove that you can defy anything and overcome any kind of adversity. So this morning session I'm going to be running down the road to a 300-meter set of stairs. I'm going to be putting a 30-minute limit on it and I'm basically going to be going for it and seeing how many reps I can do in 30 minutes. It's going to be hard, but anything that's worth having is always going to be hard and the hard work always pays off. I'll also be answering any questions along the way, so at the end of each video, if there are any questions, I will be including those as well as links to the full workouts I'm going to be sharing so you guys can be working out with me and pushing your bodies. So that's enough talking from me. Let's go and hit those stairs. I'm going to be doing this session every single Monday at 7 AM so that I can document and push my fitness and see how many I can do at the end of the 10 weeks, which is very exciting. So if you guys are struggling for motivation to go and train, go now, get out there and book in your diaries to train with me every Monday at 7 AM because I will be hitting those stairs. So I've just arrived at the stairs ready to do this for half an hour. Look how long they are, you can't even see the top, so let's do it, let's get on with it, and I'm going to try and push myself as hard as I physically can because I know that I can do 10 at the very least, so let's go. This girl is on fire! This girl is on fire! She's walking on fire! This girl is on fire! Look at the view from up here. Oh, it looks so far. But you know what they say, the best view comes from the hardest climb, and that can mean a variety of different things, but it's definitely worth doing it. So that's 1 done, 9 to go. So I've just stopped because look at this view behind me. It's 7:30 in the morning and it is just so beautiful, which is why it's always worth getting up early to train, and always worth running a set of stairs. Oh my god, wow. Not just for the view, but that's 10. But although right now I sound so out of breath, I actually feel so much better for pushing myself and making my lungs work. So the bar's been set and the only way is up, so I can only beat it from there on in. Back with this guy's absolute legend to do my training today. Who knows what I'm in for. I literally cannot wait. This guy back earlier in the year actually helped me for the first time recover my lung function back in February. So we are on the same mission.
Take 2.
We are on take 2.
I'll be the last one standing, 2 hands in the air, I'm a champion. You'll be looking up at me when it's over. I live for the battle, I'm a soldier. Yeah, I'm a fighter like Rocky. Put your flat on your back like Ollie. Yeah, I'm the greatest, I'm stronger than I do.
So we're done. How was that, Ian? I'm going to have much my phone shaking.
Killed it.
It was literally so epic and makes me so happy.
It's like Bruce Lee, this one.
Well, watch this space. Big things are coming. I just want to be like this guy, basically.
I'm back at it.
it in every way. And can't you see it's you I'm watching? I am after you in every way. And turn around, let me see.
Hello, it is Saturday, the 15th of December, which will mark 1 week into my road to recovery in recovering my lung function from 76% FEV1 back to well into the 90s, and I'm aiming for 95% and above, because I know after all the tests and scans I've had that this is still possible for me to reach. So the focus of this week for me, and to be sharing with you, is to share with you the training, the specific training I have been doing in order to really get my lungs to work, hard and get them pushing themselves in order for my lung capacity to increase. What I'm hoping for you to take away from me sharing with you all the training I've been doing is the effort that has to be put in every single session that you partake in order to make sure that you are pushing your body efficiently, and also making sure that while you are exercising that you're also breathing correctly, and actually breathing and focusing from your lower airways, because in general sense most people just breathe from their upper airways, but what I'm hoping to show you with all the training that I've been doing, it forces you to breathe from your lower airways, so your whole rib cage and lungs expand, so you can actually reach the lower airways and get them actually moving. I have a lot of questions from people asking why I firmly believe that exercise has been the key. And the quickest, most simplest way for me to describe this to you would be, to improve anything you have to use it. So most people go to the gym in order to either grow their muscles for aesthetics reasons, or get fitter, or get stronger. So if they were to stop doing that, they would lose the gains that they've made. And this goes the exact same thing for lung capacity and lung function. So the way I see the lungs is like any other muscle. You have to work them hard, you have to work them efficiently and smartly in order to make sure that they're still working the way they should, to either maintain or improve if there is no lung damage or scarring in place, because this is something that needs to be taken in consideration. And after the scans and the bronchoscopy I've had, it shows that there isn't. So much comes down to mindset and making sure that you train your mind to be your strongest muscle, to be the strongest part of you, because if you train your mind to be strong, your body will just follow, because you'll find that most things your mind will give up before your body does. But if you can just keep pushing through, an extra rep, an extra speed on the treadmill, an extra sprint, anything, gradually over time your mind will get stronger, and you will see the massive changes that has in your life, not only in your fitness, but all areas of your life, from your relationships to your career to everything. So what I'm hoping that you can get away from this video from week 1 is, if you can conquer your mind, you can conquer your body. What I want to do each week is give you 5 new lessons to think about, to take forward into the weeks ahead. The lessons I want to talk to you about are these. 1, sometimes less is more. Okay, so many of my clients and so many people that come to me online with CF who want to improve their health come to me and say, I'm training 6 days a week, 7 days a week, sometimes twice a day. So if you sometimes do too much, that can have the opposite effects as what you're hoping to do. I've been there, I've been guilty of it in the past. So now I train 4 times a week for around an hour per session. And this means that not only do I get enough rest and recovery, because especially with CF, it is so important to get your rest and recovery in, because how is your body meant to grow and repair if you're not resting? And secondly, I would much rather give 100% to 4 sessions a week than 60 or 70% to 6 sessions a week. To me, in my mind, it makes no sense. Number 2, learn how your body works. By this I mean learn which exercises suit you, which exercises make you more out of breath, but ones that you can push yourself in. So for me, I find that anything that involves jumping around, so jumping squats, burpees, jumping on a box, anything, that I find that my mind is stronger in these exercises, because I'm so competitive and I like to either push myself and either get as many as I can in a certain time, or do an AMRAP circuit, which means as many rounds as you can in a certain time, which also includes getting in as many reps as you can within that time limit. Or I do find that either running a good set of stairs or on a treadmill where you can keep increasing the incline, and the pace is also an amazing way to do it. Or of course my boxing, because it's something I absolutely love, which you've seen from this week's epic training, which I feel on fire at the moment. Like, I feel so much better already, and it's only been the first week. My lungs feel clear, I'm not coughing. So it just shows what can happen when you switch your mindset, switch your perspective, and you just go for it. Number 3, so for me, and obviously this is obvious coming from my background as a personal trainer, but having someone else push your limits, push your boundaries, one of the most life-changing things I could offer you. If you can afford it, or if you can find a friend that will do that for you, then trust me, it is exhilarating. So I have 2 trainers, one based down where I live in Essex and one based in London, both for boxing and conditioning, and both of them are absolutely incredible people, and they know my goals and they are not afraid to push me because they know that it's what I thrive off and it's what I love doing. So for them, as a trainer, I'm sure that they love the fact that they can literally throw anything at me and I'll give it my all and give it 100% every single time. But I cannot tell you the benefits, I cannot tell you how much this has changed, not only my training and how much I'm loving it, but also the way my body feels, how strong I feel in my mind and my body, and I just feel absolutely amazing after each session. So I can't thank these 2 guys, and if they watch this video, they know who they are and they know how much I appreciate, well, I hope they do know how much they appreciate them pushing me and absolutely showing me what I am capable of, which is another thing, because then you're going to push yourself even more, because our bodies are amazing things if we just choose to become comfortable with the uncomfortable. Number 4, which is something I haven't showed you in this video, but I am planning to over the next 10 weeks because I'm spreading out everything I'm doing so you guys can learn in the most efficient way. Do not underestimate the importance of mobility and flexibility, because if you think about it, if I'm going to explain this really quickly because I'm going to explain it again in another video, if your chest is really tight, especially if you've got CF or a lung condition and your shoulders are really rounded, how do you expect your lungs to be properly expanding? So if you're focusing on stretching through your chest, your back, and even through your low back as well, whatever you're tight, it will mean that you can open up and expand your chest, your posture will be better, which will then in turn help your chest, and in turn, through all of that, your training will improve, which means your lungs will improve. Number 5, have fun. So with this process of trying to improve my lung function, it is so easy to get so wrapped up in being like, I have to be strict, I have to go to the gym. But actually, as much as I do need to go to the gym and be strict and make sure I eat really well, I need to go and have fun. So socialising is such a massive part of this. Do things that make you happy with people that make you feel good, alongside all the training and good nutrition and alongside your medication, and you're having a winning recipe here. Because as much as obviously the going out and the socialising isn't necessarily impacting your lungs, it is impacting the way you feel and the way your mind is and the way your mindset is sitting. So you're going to feel better and more positive if you've been out and had some fun. So actually, do not underestimate the power of simply being you and going out and enjoying yourself, because trust me, it is something that's more powerful than people realise. And it comes down to you spending time with those people that lift you up, those people that add to your life, add to your happiness, because I'm a firm believer that you should be happy on your own, but also you should find people that add to that feeling, add to that happiness, because if you're adding to your happiness, you're going to feel better in all areas of your life, about yourself, and then everything in turn, you're then going to be pushing yourself more. And just trust me, the better and happier you feel within you, the better your lungs will be. There is such a big connection between energies and mindset and your body, as well as you looking after your condition. And obviously with CF it being very difficult because everybody's is so different. But I am such a firm believer that if you're happier and feel good about yourself through doing the things you enjoy, including the gym, then in turn everything will be better. So what I'm also going to be doing, once a week I'm going to be sharing with you a full workout for you to try alongside me. So it will mean that you can try one of my own personal workouts that I'm going to be doing, and it's going to be completely accessible to you guys. So it can be done in a gym, it can be done at home, in the hope that not only will it challenge you and it will push you, but it will show you what you can do. The workouts will be tailored around becoming fitter, but also aiming to improve your lung capacity. One of the workouts I recently shared on Instagram, one of the girls who's been messaging me about it, she's been doing it and has had an improvement in her FEV1 percentage in such a short space of time. So it just proves that if you're willing to push yourself which is why a lot of the workouts will be based around being able to be competitive, and I want you to try and beat me in the videos. So week 2, I'm going to include some training, but I'm also going to be including a lot of the nutritional side of CF, because firstly, the advice out there still isn't good enough for what I feel it should be, especially from the doctors, although I know it's 100 times better than it used to be. But also, I think people underestimate the power of nutrition, especially on a condition that involves inflammation. So it's so important to give your body the food it needs in order to perform at its best. With those 5 points given to you, I hope that you either watch this video back or you have written them down to remember them and put them into practice next week. If you do that and you find they're helping, please do drop me a message on Instagram. I will put my Instagram just here so you can follow me and contact me if you want. I'm going to be doing my nebulizer. This is Premixin in an iNeb, which I know many of you have not managed to get hold of. It is the company that make the Premixin that has provided this for me with all the questions that I've been having about it. I'm going to go and do that, and I'm so excited to have you on this journey with me. Not only because I hope it helps so many of you, and I'm so excited to hear about all your results going forward, but I know that having your support will help me push these limits once again and get that lung function right up. Please remember that if you feel this video will help anybody out there, please send them the link. Please subscribe and give it a like. I would appreciate that so much, because the more people we can help, the better this world is going to be. And I look forward to seeing you next week. Oh, and don't forget, I'll be sharing a full workout with you, so please do stay tuned for that. It is going to be a full body workout, so be ready to give it a go.
Played the fiddle in an Irish band, but she fell in love with an Englishman. Kissed her on the neck and then I took her by the hands. Said, baby, I just wanna dance. I met her on Grafton Street, right outside of the bar. She shared a cigarette with me while her brother played the guitar. She asked me, what does it mean? The Gaelic ink on your arm. Said it was one of my friend's songs. Do you wanna drink on? She took Jamie as a chaser, Jack for the fun. She got Arthur on the table.